this is going to be a review of the floor mat, the chair mat that I picked up from COSTCO. I'll leave you the info in the description of the video. If you can get it on Amazon, I'll leave you the link to that too. Okay, so this says it's made in the USA. It says it's made by E.S. Robbins. COSTCO has had a whole bunch of these things over the years. They had chair mats, floor mats they were selling in the store that were really nice. The price was very good. And all of a sudden they stopped selling them in the store within the last 6 months. I guess it wasn't a big seller. And they strictly sell it online now. When you look online, there are a few, I believe there are a few manufacturers depending on which model you get. And lots of complaints from everybody in both directions, compliments and complaints. So let me show you what I have now. This is my COSTCO floor mat that I bought a few years ago. And I bought this in the store. So for people who are saying that, well, I believe I bought this at the business center, but still the same COSTCO purchase. For people that are saying the older ones were better, maybe the older ones were better, but this thing is already, you can see a nice big dent over there. You can see a big dent over here. It's very soft and pliable now. It's cracked in the middle somewhere. There's a little bit of dust. Sorry, I'm a single guy. I forgot how to vacuum. So it's cracked right over here. And you can see over here where I filed it down so it would fit against the wheels. And I also cut it down on, did I cut this one down on the sides? I think I cut this one down on the sides. I cut it down on the corners over here. So I definitely did cut down the back part. Sorry that my leg is in there. When I cut down over here. So this has been cut down. Definitely not easy to cut these things down. I used a saw. Next time I think I'm going to use clippers. Clippers are probably the safest way. If you have a really good saw, that might be good. But the fumes that come off of this thing are just not worth it. And then you got to sand it down. And it's a lot of trouble. So there's a massive crack over here. Yeah, I could keep it. It's good. This thing has lasted for years. And there's really no reason not to keep it. But I bought 3 new ones from online, and since this is a review channel, I'm going to be doing a review of it. I'm probably going to have to cut that down too, because I'm going to be putting one over by this computer and one over at the next computer that I just set up. So also bought the computer from COSTCO, so check out my review on the channel. So let me get this out of the way. I'm going to unbox the new one, and we'll compare the two. Maybe I'll even do a thickness comparison, and then we'll go from there. There is the thickness of the current one that I have, the older one, and it ranges somewhere between 0.150, 0.151, 0.1545. So we'll check out the other one and see where we're at with that as I unbox it. Don't forget, everybody, like they say on the new cool videos, make sure you smash that like button. I don't know why they say smash. All right, make sure you do the like, the thumbs up, the subscribe, the comment. Want to donate to my channel, ask for my PayPal info. A few people have done that, not too many. But I put a lot of time into my videos, and I help you out if I can. So if you want to show your appreciation, go for it. And if you don't, that's okay too. And there we are. That's the measurement of the new one. 0.108, 0.110, 0.111. So 0.1, that's about that's a lot. That's a lot of difference. As far as thickness. This is it. I just took it out of the box. It stinks. It definitely has that plastic stink that I never noticed with the ones in the store, mainly because they sat out in fresh air forever and they were able to breathe. So this comes with some instructions. I don't know what the instructions could be. Ow. Ow. Okay, I'm getting pricked by all those little pieces that go on the carpet. All right, so it says use and care for your new chair mat. Your mat's been rolled for economical and timely delivery, depending on you may have 24 hours to return to a flattened state. Forcing a cold mat to unroll may cause cracking. Please follow the guidelines below to unroll your mat. Warm the room to 68 degrees. I think my room right now, it's LA. We're having a hot heat wave. I think the place is like 84 today. Allow your mat to reach room temperature before unrolling your mat approximately 24 hours. It's been at room temperature for a week, but it's been in a box. Still room temperature. Carefully unroll your mat and place it on the floor, cleats down. Add weight to hold the mat in place if necessary. The mat will flatten gradually within a few hours. Speedy options: place your chair mat in a warm room or in direct sunlight for best results. That definitely works, but if you do that, be careful. I had one of these things and I put it in the back of the car and it totally totally distorted, and I had to take it back and say, come on, this thing's a piece of junk, and they gave me my money back. So don't put it in the back of your car when you're driving home. When the vinyl begins to warm, the mat will flatten, or use a handheld hair dryer. You can do that, but be careful. Caring for your mat. Clean your chair mat with warm water. Are you kidding? I haven't cleaned this mat since I bought it. Avoid, except when I spill things on it. We won't talk about that. Avoid exposure or extreme temperatures. They just said put it in direct sunlight or use a hair dryer, and then they say avoid extreme temperatures. For best results, use a chair with plastic caster wheels. Yep. How are they going to know if you use metal wheels? Okay, so there's a phone number, 800. Use your hairdryer for this purpose. May invalidate the warranty on the appliance. Oh my God, I can't believe they put that in there. All right, so this is it, and it's much thinner. It's probably going to crack a lot sooner. I don't really have a choice. I could go on the internet and find a company that sells the .150, and you might want to do that too, because like I just said, the COSTCO one went from the .150 to the 1.110. So I'm definitely going to have to do some cutting on here to make this thing fit so that it goes between the wheels of the stand, and I'll unroll it and show you what it looks like in a few minutes. Two things. First one, it's definitely going to take some time for this to roll out and flatten. I am going to let it go maybe overnight just so it flattens out the right way. You can see how it's trying to curl back. The other thing, I measured this because I always have a problem getting it between the wheels, and the wheels are like 22 inches. You can see over there I trimmed the edges of the mat. On this one, this is only about 20 inches, so they're definitely slacking off on the material up at the front, but for me, that's probably going to be a really good thing. I might not have to do much trimming. With me, I believe that I went even further. I went like this, and then I cut this way. But I don't know if I'm going to mess with it this time. We'll see. So I could be wrong about the dimensions being smaller, but I'm not sure if I am or not. There you go. You can see it's definitely starting to curl back. So it's going to take a while. I don't know that I want to flatten it out on the floor and let it drop down. I've got the little pegs up right now so that I can let it naturally unfold. There it is, everybody. The one thing I'm really happy about, some of you might not be, but I'm really happy that I didn't have to go in there and file this mess between the wheels. That's a really good thing, and it extends all the way under the table. So they definitely cut back on the material. There's no doubt about that. And in my situation, I think it works to my advantage. So let me show you my socks. There you go. Okay, this thing is humongous. Probably the same as the original, which I'm going to try to place over the new one now so we can see what the difference is. We definitely know there's a difference of about 0.040 inches in thickness, so I'm expecting this to crack much sooner. And yeah, check that out. That's where I had my mat a few years ago, and look what it did to the carpet. It protected, or it kept the carpet lighter, and the rest of the carpet is filthy. And even when I clean it, I can't get rid of what it did. So, but that's not the mat. The mat, if I had a mat all over this floor, the carpet would look awesome. So you can see what I did originally. I trimmed the sides, and I might do that on this. I really don't have to do much of it. I don't need it to go all the way back out here like that. But I think, you know, this is the way I look at things. Nothing nowadays is made to last forever. It just isn't. And when you're dealing with plastic, it's not going to last forever no matter what. When you've got it on a hard floor, who knows what's going to happen. This is on a carpet. It's going to be, the weight from the wheels, from the casters, is going to go pressing into the plastic. It's going to sink into the carpet a little bit. And over time, this stuff is just going to crack. That's how it is. And you can't expect to buy something like this and think it's going to last you the rest of your life until you're 99 years old. So for me, I think this thing costs 30 or 40 bucks. I don't know. I'm happy with it. It's gonna work. It's gonna accomplish what I need. It is what I want, and it's a little smaller at the lip over there, at the tongue, but I'm okay with that. That's really what I wanted. So product-wise, I'd say I'm very happy. Thickness, I wish it would have been thicker. Not that I need the thickness, but I think the thin material is definitely going to crack sooner. No doubt about that. So I understand the complaints online about problems with it not being as good. I'm not going to say the quality is not as good, the thickness is not as good. I don't know about the quality yet. But good product. Either way, I'm happy with it. And if it cracks next week, I won't be happy, but I don't expect it to crack next week. So overall, I've got 2 more of these sitting in boxes. I'm going to set them both up. And that's my review. I like it. Thanks for watching, everybody. That's the info. 36 by 48. 20 by 10 lip. I don't know if it lists the thickness, but I just gave it to you. I just took the second one out, set it up so you can see where it overlaps over here. I'm going to be having 2 chairs next to 2 computers. One's going to be for my YouTube videos, and the other's going to be for the regular computer. Overall, I'm happy. And the main reason I'm happy, again, I'm not happy about the thickness, but that's just how it is. I'm happy about the lip, that I didn't have to get out a saw and spend hours and hours filing and cleaning up the mess. So I might clean up some of the other overhang, but overall, it's a good deal. So I would recommend buying it, unless you want to go out and spend about 2 or 3 times as much for the thicker, heavy-duty ones. You might want to do that, but that's up to you. There it is, everybody. Wrapped up, heading over to Costco to return it. I think I said I spent 38 bucks on these. For $45, I am going to go from, I believe I said this was 0.110. Amazon is selling a floor mat, I believe the same size, that is 0.147. So it's really close to what the older Costco mat used to be, which was somewhere between 0.148 and 0.154 or something. So yeah, after 12 hours for these to have dents in them, and when I would move the chair around, the dents were so sunk in already that the chair would just look for those dents and the wheels would sit in there. So we can see both mats are packed up, and the third one is already in the box. Check out my channel in another couple days when the other brand shows up, and I'll do a review of those. But I know online I did a review for Costco saying that it was good enough, but it really isn't good enough. They're not good. And there's the dog. See ya.